Hey, what is up, church? Thank you so much for being with us today. Look, I am so excited about our new devotional series on the names of God. Over the next couple of weeks, we're going to look through the Bible at the different names that God has given and how he reveals himself to his people. And you may be asking, well, Ryan, why does God have different names? Don't we just call him God? Well, think about this. We have the Old Testament and the New Testament. So we have all of this knowledge about God because we've gotten it through history. But imagine if you had never read your Bible and you're having to understand and learn who God is through these experiences. And so that's what we're going to be covering is how God has revealed himself to his people over the course of history and how we can take that information and those experiences and how we can apply them to our own lives. So let's get straight into it today. And the name that we're looking at first is Yahweh. And so this story picks up with Moses. And this is Moses at the burning bush where he meets God. You know, Moses was an amazing man. Moses grew up actually in the courts of Pharaoh. He was adopted by Pharaoh's daughter. But one day, Moses goes out to visit his people who were slaves to the Egyptians. He sees one of the Egyptians being cruel to one of the Hebrews. And so Moses feels like, hey, I have to take care of my people. I got to get involved here. And Moses does, and he ends up killing the Egyptian. He hides it. He tries to hide the body in the sand. Well, guess what? Word gets back to Pharaoh. And now Moses runs for his life. He ends up in Midian, and there he gets married, and he becomes a shepherd for his father-in-law. So think about this. Moses' life went from the palace to the pasture. And so we see Moses take this journey, and then 40 years later, God shows up to Moses in a burning bush, and he tells him this, hey, I want you to go back to where you're running from, where you came from. I want you to go back, and I have a mission and assignment to lead your people out of Egypt. And so this is Moses' response to God, and this is Exodus 3, 11 and 12. It says this, Moses protested to God, who am I to appear before Pharaoh? Who am I to lead the people out of Egypt? God answered, I will be with you. And this is your sign that I'm the one who sent you. You will have brought the people out of Egypt. You will worship God at this very mountain. So God gives him this assignment. And I love Moses' response. It's very honest. God, who am I? I don't know if God's ever given you something that seemed bigger than yourself. But Moses is like, look, God, I don't feel equipped for the assignment that you've given me. One, Pharaoh would have been the most powerful man on earth, and you want me to go stand before him? Second, you want me to go lead the people of Israel out of Egypt? At the time, there would have been 2 million Israelites. Moses is like, God, I've been out here attending sheep, and now you want me to go lead 2 million people? And I love God's response. God does not address any of Moses' shortcomings or faults. God says, look, I will be with you. You know, the name Yahweh means I am who I am. And God is saying, look, it's not going to determine your success is not going to be determined by who you are, but who I am. You know, if you're going to follow God and you are going to do his work, the reality is this, that God is going to give you an assignment that's bigger than you. The question is, what are you going to do when you are given this opportunity? You know, one of the biggest things for us to remember is, look, it does not come down to my ability. It does not come down to my gifts. It all comes down to the presence of God. You know, when God is present with us, all things are possible. So here's my question for you. What has God called you to do? Is there anything in your life that God's laid on your heart that's saying, hey, look, I have this assignment for you? The second thing is this, whatever he's called you to, he will bring you through. That's good. Whatever he's called you to, he will bring you through. You know, today, maybe list out some things in the comments. Maybe leave us a comment. What are some things that God's stirring on your heart? Or maybe what are some times where you've seen God bring you through something? You know, just like Moses, he has a big assignment for you. Tell us about some times where you've seen God do something amazing. I don't want you to miss any of this series. So please stay tuned with us over the next couple of weeks. It's going to be amazing. Like, share this post. We're so thankful. Come back tomorrow as we continue to talk about who God is and this name Yahweh.